Hello, everyone. We are here today with Benoit Hanssen, the Chief Technology Officer at Wintre, to talk about the evolution of the ultra-broadband market and the evolution of a Wintre network and the plans of the society. Europe has just announced that there will be 150 billion euro under the Recovery Fund entirely dedicated to the digital. And many of the resources will converge in the implementation of the new ultra-broadband networks. Benoit, networks will therefore be central. Do you think we will see an acceleration of projects? And in Italy, how important will be ultra-broadband networks for the revival of the economy?
I do think certainly that ultra-broadband networks are very important to enable, especially now, an economy that is increasingly becoming digital. We've seen during the COVID crisis how important networks actually are for people to do their job, to go about their life, for the children's education. And we see an acceleration of how digital life is coming into our regular life. So as more and more people use the internet, use the networks more and more, there's a need to upgrade those networks and to continue to invest in the technology that will enable the services that we all rely so much on. So I do think that the EU is taking an important step by investing in digital technologies, and networks are of course an important part of it. What that means for us is here in Italy and also for Wintre is that we look forward to the stimulus in investment in ultra broadband networks. We believe when it comes to fixed networks that fiber is the technology that we need for the future. It's a technology that I think will last for several decades, and it is the highest performing technology that we have when it comes to fixed networks. At the same time, people want to move around still as and stay in touch and connected. So on the mobile side, also with Wintra, we are now heavily investing in 5G networks, which is the next generation of technology when it comes to mobile networks.
Okay, thank you. Wintre is the fastest mobile operator in Italy, according to the new study of Ookla, which is the company active in testing applications and data analysis for fixed and mobile networks. How Wintre achieved this record?
Yeah, we're very happy. It's not the first award we are getting, but it's good to continue to be recognized also now by Ookla, who is famous for the speed test. There is no big secret to how Wintre achieved this. Back in beginning of 2017, Wind and Tre merged their networks, and we started a journey of integrating the two networks, which meant we had to consolidate all the sites. And we took a decision that while we were consolidated, not only to rationalize, but also to upgrade our technology. So we've now deployed 4G technology in every corner of the country. We have enabled all the frequencies that we have, and frequencies mean that the network has more capacity. So with that investment over the last few years, we are now able to really offer customers a top quality network, a top speed on that network. It's just accumulation of investment and a lot of hard work from the various teams to bring the network to peak performance. We're not stopping. The next step that we're now going to take is we've already enabled a big part of the network also for 5G. So I do believe that for quite some time we will stay on top of this chart.
Last question for you. Do you think fifth generation technology will transform people's habits and behaviors?
I think that people's behaviors and people's use of digital technologies in their daily life is already changing very rapidly. The pandemic crisis, how unfortunate it was, or it is still, is driving people to consider doing things remotely, is considering to change their habits when it comes to interacting, also to change their habits when it comes to consuming services and buying products, etc., 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 going to school, medicine, everything. So we are already seeing very much a change happening that is not, as usual, driven by the technology itself. I think the technology follows what people want to do in their lives. And what 5G will do is, first and foremost, it will help to continue people to use their services as they like, because as more and more people come online, we do need more and more capacity for the network. So 5G's first objective is to make sure that the trend that is clearly going can continue in the years to come. Then, as we introduce new technology, obviously there are also new possibilities. The network speed will become higher, the networks will become more reliable, we can connect more devices. So as that happens, new things become possible in terms of Internet of Things, connecting not just people, but also devices and machines and things like that. With the more reliable networks, you're going to see services that were not possible before, like remote medicine, self-driving cars, and other types of these services that many people have actually talked about. But from my point of view, it's primarily that people are actually adopting these kind of services, and we as network providers need to ensure that there is no disruption in those services and they can continue to go about their lives in that way.
Thank you very much, Benoit.